All right, hello. Welcome to Metatron's Academy. We've got the wife today.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao a tutti, ciao a tutti. Okay, so she's been learning Italian. She speaks it well. She speaks it with my family, and it's nice. But today is not about Italian.
No.
No. Today is about Sicilian. So you already know,
Yes.
for instance, I think you said it at the beginning, Amuni.
Amuni.
So Amuni, just to tell the audience, Amuni means, it's like a let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
It's like andiamo.
Yeah, it's like andiamo in Italian, but in Sicilian it's like Amuni.
Picciuatto.
Picciuatto, yeah, that's
boy.
it's a boy. Like in Italian would be ragazzo. In Palermo specifically, because we do have to underline that, otherwise people from other areas of Sicily are gonna be like, we don't say it like that. Yes, we know that. In Palermo specifically, the word is picciotto. Picciotto. Yeah, but the way you said it, it's how some people do say it in Palermo when they really want to go with the thickest accent possible.
Well, I'm Sicilian.
Absolutely. And so you went into picciotto, which people do say.
Yeah.
So it's like some people just say picciotti, but some people do say picciotti. So you said it the super thickest.
Yeah. That's the way I like it. And then I know Camoria.
Yeah, Camoria is like when, oh gosh, I don't even know how to translate that. Accidenti, dannazione in Italian. And it's when
You're an annoyance.
It's an annoyance. So you can say it when something doesn't go the way you want, or something is really bothering or annoying.
Is it like calling someone that, or is it just like, oh, dang it?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could tell someone, si na camurria, si na camurria.
Sounds so bad.
Which is like you are a annoyance. But I can also just say camurria, which is what we say a lot. Even my dad, who is like northern, all right, he's a northeastern Italian from Friuli, and he did not pick up any Sicilian, but he did pick up camurria, and he uses
his
it.
toe, Camoria.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though, because he says it with a northern accent, which makes no sense. So it's kind of strange, but it's fun.
What is it?
Oh, because he has this accent. I don't want to try and put it on because I'm not from the north.
Okay.
But my dad has this intonation which is very northern, and then occasionally uses a Sicilian word in there. Usually it's Camoria, but there are a couple of others now that I think about it. And when he does, it's funny because he maintains the same intonation.
That's funny. Love that.
Yeah.
Pichuli.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's do Pichuli. Pichuli is money, and
Rammi Pichuli.
Rammi Pichuli is give me money, or give me the money. Yeah, rammi piccoli. I mean, some people use it for a mugging as well. So, I mean, depending on the context, that's how they would say it. But yeah, no, don't do that. Not approved, not Metatron approved. Pichuli is, I think it comes, because in Italian, money is soldi. Soldi. But we do have a word in Italian, which is spiccioli, with an S.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and that just means change.
Oh, okay.
So I think Sicilians, for some reasons, we took the word for change, removed the S, and we use it for money in general. Pichuli.
Cool.
Pichuli. See?
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
There is an expression. We got to learn it because you already know Pichuli, so it's
Okay.
not a new word for you.
Okay.
But there is an expression that comes from that word. And it's ti fascisti
Fascisti.
I Pichuli.
I Pichuli.
Ti fascisti I Pichuli.
Un'altra volta?
Sì. Ti
Ti
fascisti
fascisti
I Pichuli. Ti fascisti I Pichuli.
Ti fascisti I Pichuli.
Sì, ti fascisti I Pichuli.
Ti fascisti
Pichuli. Pichuli. I love that she's trying to put the... Yeah.
I'm like talking to you.
Yeah.
Ti fascisti.
Ti fascisti, yeah.
Ti fascisti I Pichuli.
That's pretty good. So, ti fascisti Pichuli, it means you made money for yourself. It's an expression to mean you don't call, you don't write, you don't call. So we say ti fascisti Pichuli. It means now you're rich, and so you don't bother spending time with your friends or with your family. It's an expression, and it uses the word Pichuli.
That's
So,
not nice.
ti fascisti Pichuli. It's not nice to not talk.
No.
It's there in the wrong.
Yeah.
All right, next. Okay, so there is a verb in Sicilian, which is the verb tagliare. Tagliare. Some people pronounce it with an E. No. But I understand why you would say that. Because in Italian, tagliare with a GL is to cut. But they are unrelated.
Okay.
The Sicilian verb is just with an L, and it's tagliare. Some people end it with an E, some people end it with an I, depending on the area of Sicily. But in general, tagliare means to look, to watch. That's tagliare.
Okay.
Tagliare. In Italian, it's guardare, so it's very different.
Yeah.
It's one of those verbs that if you're an Italian from anywhere, like mainland, even if you're a southern Italian, but you hear the word tagliare, without context, you won't understand it. It's one of those that like Pichuli, I guess you would understand because it's similar to spiccioli. But tagliare is completely different. So tagliare means to look, to watch. But the reason why I'm saying this is because that's the verb, but there are a lot of expressions that use this, and Sicilians, we use this verb a lot. Even when we speak Italian, we'll still slip it in.
Okay.
For instance, very simple, tale.
Tale.
Tale. Yeah, tale.
So is that
with the extended
like
open
if you're
air.
telling someone like look, like
Yes, but tale is
look
used.
at that guy, tale.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So it's when someone is doing something impressive.
Oh.
So someone does something, someone does a somersault, a flip, you'll be like, tale.
Oh.
It means like, wow, look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at what he just did. So
Okay.
it does mean look, but it comes with a little bit of a baggage of surprise. And that's kind of stuff that I think only a native really understands these nuances.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good to, I guess, learn Sicilian with a Sicilian.
Boo.
Huh?
Boo.
Boo, yeah, boo. I think it's also used in other areas. It's not just Sicilian.
That was like my first Sicilian word that I learned.
Yeah, but as I say, I don't think it's just Sicilian. We do
Oh,
use
I
it a
see.
lot in Sicily, but I believe they use it in other areas too. It means I don't know. But it's so short and
Yeah.
convenient that if you are even ever so slightly on the lazy side,
Yep.
boo is for you.
Boo.
Boo. So someone asks you anything, like, oh, no,
Where's the station?
Yeah, boo.
Boo.
If you don't know, boo. Boo. It's
like
more
boo.
used. Yeah, boo is more used. You make it sound cute though. Sicilian is not supposed to sound cute. Well, sometimes it
excuse
does.
me, sorry.
No, sometimes it does. In fact, you just reminded me of a cute sounding Sicilian word that is very used in Sicily, and it's the word Nico, Nika.
Aw.
That's very nice.
Sounds like cat.
In Japanese,
Yeah.
neko, but no.
No, Nico Nika.
Yeah, it's an adjective. That's why
Okay.
you have masculine and feminine versions.
Oh, okay.
And it means small.
Aw.
So in Italian, that would be piccolo, piccola, but Sicilian is Nico, Nika.
So you could say like small cat. So but you
You
would
could.
use Nika or
Yeah,
Nico.
nata Nika.
Aw, Nata.
So of course I'm putting small afterwards because
Yeah.
Sicilian still kind of works like Italian, and in most cases the adjective is after the noun.
Yes.
There are some exceptions though. Or I could say, for example, tale su telefono come Nico. It's not because it's massive, but
Yeah.
I'm saying if it was small, I could say Nico.
Okay.
Yeah, Nico. Another one that is nice is the word for sweet, which we use a lot, and another one is the word for joy. So let's talk about these two.
I know
You know
joy.
joy, yeah. Let's start with sweet.
Okay.
So sweet is dushi. Dushi.
Wow.
Say dushi.
Dushi.
Dushi. So D-U-C-I, but the C in the Palermo area is usually pronounced with a sh sound when it's followed by a vowel. This does not happen in central Sicily, and as far as I know, it doesn't happen in eastern Sicily either. In central Sicily, in fact, they pronounce it more like a G, which it makes the accents completely different and very easily recognizable.